Hey, bud, what'd you think, man? Let me know some things about what can we expect from you?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. You ready, bud?
That's the fight that everybody want to see. Yeah. I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so...
One Terence Crawford shocked the boxing world when he officially accepted Jaron Ennis' challenge to fight for all his super middleweight championships. The announcement came as a surprise, since Crawford...
Before, that's my obligation in the contract, and I gotta honor that if, that's the next move for me and my...
During an interview while preparing for his next fight, Ennis revealed that he was ready to move up to the super middleweight division if Crawford agreed to face him, even targeting a potential 2026 showdown. This mirrors Crawford's own rise through the weight classes, having transitioned from welterweight all the way up to super middleweight after a brief stop at 154 pounds.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford.
Just hours later, Crawford celebrated his latest victory with a parade in his hometown of Omaha. When asked about Ennis' challenge, Crawford didn't hesitate. He said if Ennis truly wants the fight, then he should make it happen. Crawford declared, "If it's at 168, send the contract. I'll definitely do it at 168. Promoter Eddie Hearn, who represents Ennis, confirmed the news, calling it the best fight in boxing right
without him, really wanting to fight and putting forth the effort into doing what he can do along with me to get this fight done, we wouldn't be fighting. So it's only right that I give him that same,
I want and I need. So after I do my thing, Saturday night and be victorious, I feel like it's only big name fights from here on out. Only main event headlines and pay-per-view pay-per-view fighting. So that's my goal.
From Matchroom Boxing, promoter Eddie Hearn further revealed that Crawford was already in early talks to face the former unified welterweight champion Jaron Ennis, who's preparing to make his 154-pound debut against Wismal Lima on October 11th. Crawford versus Ennis is the best fight in American boxing, Hearn told reporters. Crawford knows how good Boots is, that's why it has to make financial sense. He's not afraid, but he knows it's a real fight. For me, Boots is the new prophet. We just need to get the right fights to prove how great he is.
Whole lot of sense. And the fight that stylistically will be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis.
I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
Live at Crawford's post-bout press conference, the fight was mentioned again as a possible future mega event. Crawford had previously said he wouldn't face Ennis because he didn't plan to return to junior middleweight. For the bout to happen, Ennis would likely have to meet Crawford at a catchweight or at 168. Hearn noted, "You're talking about a different animal in Terence Crawford, a guy with IQ off the charts. To face someone like him, you need the right experience and preparation. That's why I love the idea of Boots taking this fight."
Roller coaster, but we made it to the top. No matter how we made it, and it's definitely a test to say that anything is possible if you work hard at it and you believe in yourself and you have.
Ennis, who was once Crawford's IBF mandatory at 147 pounds, moved up to 150 for last year and captured the WBA world title by defeating Israel Madrimov. That one elevated him from interim to full champion, and he later unified the WBA and ring titles after stopping Eustanan in April. During his training for Lima, Ennis even served as a key sparring partner for Canelo Alvarez, while the Mexican star was preparing for Crawford.
I don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I mean? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said we never heard nothing else back about it. So right. I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money, do your thing, but don't be capping on the net.
Intense training didn't translate to victory. After his loss, the Mexican superstar admitted that his body had failed him. Kong commented, I'm heartbroken for Canelo, but I'm glad Crawford finally got to show how brilliant he truly is. His resume never allowed him the recognition he deserved. At 38 years old, what he's done is simply incredible.
Were you surprised by the outcome?
This box, they have.
No doubt. My other question for you is, with this win, everybody saying Crawford elevated his status. He's the GOAT. Do you think this win puts him on Mount Rushmore or makes him a GOAT in boxing?
Everybody got their own opinion, so.
Brooks Park, South Philly.
Yeah.
All right, so they'll kill me if I don't ask you, right?
What?
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford wins unanimous decision victory.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on the fight?
I was trying to stay up. It was getting too late, yo. It was like, but I think by the time they came on, it was probably like 1 o'clock or something like that.
It was like 1 and some
guy
of that caliber.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You be able to share the ring with Canelo and like I said, being there with a Hall of Famer, legend, and the face of the face of boxing. Why not?
Many expected Crawford to retire after such a monumental win, but his camp insists otherwise. Some insiders believe he might even drop down to 160 to chase a 6th division title. Over 70,000 fans filled Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and more than 41 million viewers watched live on Netflix as
Crawford's going to get the job done. I am officially picking Crawford to win this fight. It is still 50-50, but obviously...
he says that till he goes to Canelo.
I'm obviously going to say that this is a 60-40 fight, and I have Crawford winning this fight. Crawford's going to win this fight doing something that nobody's done to Canelo.
Okay.
It's going to help Canelo. He's sparring against a great fighter, world champion in Ennis, and like I said before, iron sharpens iron. And maybe it will. But on the other side... It was interesting to hear your side of whether it's the overtraining or I think more the mental side. What if Boots is getting the best of him? How does that affect Canelo going into this fight? Why would you want to even put that doubt in your fighter's head going into...
Legendary boxing trainer and commentator Teddy Atlas expressed concern that using Jaron Ennis as a sparring partner could actually backfire for Canelo. Atlas warned that sparring with someone as young, fast.
Highly, put it this way, I'll get right to the point. I wouldn't want wars with my guy who's been in 65 fights or 60 whatever, and is at that, 34 years.
Never. This is crazy, Chester.
I just didn't want to see
Chester.
I didn't want to see
Chester. You got a Team Crawford shirt on, hoodie on, but you going against me? You going against? What'd he say, Red?
I said, don't get slick.
No. What'd he say?
You just the same news.
Thank you.
While both camps prepared for the massive showdown, Alvarez's decision to spar with Ennis was reportedly meant to help him adapt to Crawford's speed and angles, but not everyone was happy about it.
On Friday, when I saw Canelo in the vest, I was like, nah. No, he's gonna pull it off here. And it was an amazing performance by Terence Crawford. Yeah, I'm gutted for Canelo, but I'm actually pleased that Crawford is getting the opportunity to show how great he is, because his resume hasn't really allowed that.
He's not me.
Yeah.
As much as a lot of people, say we have similarities and, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, and I'm not him. So.
Yeah. Tim had said comparison that he's like a